Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. We had a little, I guess there was an issue with one of the video I played in the previous video where the music was part of a commercial, but I guess it fell under questionable copyright. So instead of having issues with that, we're basically redoing the video. So my apologies if you just saw the video and wondered what happened. If you have not seen the video and this is your first time, then it's all going to be fresh news. But I guess that's part of the fun. You know, you play something, you got to make sure basically there's no music because it just makes a little bit challenging for content providers. Okay, getting right in. Ripple's on-demand liquidity hits record high on the Mexico corridor. XRP volume just hit an all-time high against the Mexican peso on the crypto exchange Bitso. Bitso is one of the exchanges powering Ripple's ODL, and money transfer giant MoneyGram says it's now moving 10% of its daily transactions between Mexico and the U.S. by using the XRP-based payments product. On a recent episode of the FinTech Beat podcast, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse confirmed the rising volume is linked to MoneyGram. Let's get into his statement right here. It's a public ledger. You can see where volumes are growing, contracting, and we've talked publicly about it. Partly because of the MoneyGram as well as some other customers who are using what we call ODL, on-demand liquidity. The product is moving capital so that you don't have to pre-fund. You can see the volume of transactions between XRP and the Mexican peso at a time when crypto trading dropped by about 50% over the summer. That volume grew by more than 50%, and that's because there's real utility. And that's a growing amount of traffic, and we're continuing to grow that amount of traffic. So you can see the percentage of XRP to MXN. Mexican peso transactions, as that grows, it's a pretty safe bet that a larger and larger percentage of that is actual utility and not speculation. And as we stated, the last bull run was basically a speculative bull run that kind of launched off of FOMO. But this, we believe, when it happens this time for the next bull run, it's going to be a use case, actual utility bull run, which we believe should make a significant impact on the pricing to reach a new all-time high. Next article, the customers complain over a 9-hour Halifax and Lloyds Bank outage. And this was the problem with the previous video, as there was a great little video, but the commercial music inside of it just set off a copyright issue. So instead of waiting to see if there was going to be a problem later, we just decided to delete that and make a new video for you. Thousands of customers of Lloyds Bank, Halifax, and Bank of Scotland were unable to use online banking services on New Year's Day due to an IT outage. Problems with the online banking services of Lloyds Banking Group began around 3 a.m., according to complaints collected by the website Down Detector. The banks directed customers to use telephone banking for any urgent transfers yesterday morning. A spokesman for Lloyds said the issue had been resolved by the afternoon. Internet and mobile banking is now back to normal. We're sorry that some of our customers had issues with it this morning. The outage is not thought to have been due to a cyber attack. Frustrated customers of the bank used Twitter to complain about the problem, which blocked people from making transfers through their banking apps. One Twitter user wrote, "Sorted out, Lloyds. It's been 9 hours now, and some of us have transfers to make." Another customer contacted the bank writing, "I am abroad and need to access online banking quite urgently to send money to a relative that needs it. I can't seem to rely on you people to do just your job. It's unfortunate." Next article, we have Ripple announcing a partnership, or due to announce its partnership with Brazil's digital banks in 2020. Mute, the corporate behind the XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency on the planet, is increasing its presence in Brazil and Latin America. According to Reuters, Ripple ought to announce companions with Brazilian banks in 2020. Ripple ought to announce within the coming months partnerships with extra establishments, even with digital banks, Ripple CEO in Brazil instructed Reuters. A digital financial institution is a banking establishment that doesn't supply face-to-face care. They are additionally known as digital banks or 100% online banking. And Ripple plans to develop its presence in Brazil with these necessary partnerships subsequent 12 months. The firm has labored within main banks within a nation similar to Santander, Bradesco, and Banco Rendimento. Another article, Twitter erupts says 38 million in XRP was withdrawn from the Ripple Escrow wallet. And if you have a Twitter account, then you've probably noticed the well alert that popped up today stating, and within literal minutes at the time of this writing, the Twitter account well alert spotted the below transaction. The XRP address designated as the Ripple Escrow wallet, which regularly releases portions of a large token lockup, just transferred 200 million XRP, currently valued at 38.1 million USD. Another article today is the 1 billion XRP worth $192 million released from Escrow. The funds free for Ripple to sell on the open market. I'm not really going to go into that article, it's just the headline is enough for the conversation. And I believe this was the very last singular $1 billion release from Escrow. And from here on in, I believe they're doing 2 Escrow release at 500 million each, still totaling the 1 billion monthly release until they have the 54 billion Escrow release for its completion. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Wanted to give you a quick update, and if you saw the first video, we apologize that we had to redo it, as that one had a really cool video regarding the customers with their banking errors in the Halifax and the Bank of Scotland. But it was just that commercial music for their little advertisement that just became an issue for content providing. So we be very cautious in the future that there is no music to have any issues from here on in. Alrighty, guys, wish you the best of days, and we'll catch you in the next one.